sui osai watashi wa nanun ego sum. I am Chris, and this is Chris in English. And today is Taco Tuesday. So I hope everybody's planning to eat tacos just like me. I'm going to make my own tacos tonight. I know how. I've got grand powers. Good morning, Lisa. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing fantastic. What's going on today? Oh, that's right. How could I possibly forget? Every day. Good morning, my mayor and my father. It's an English party. Good morning, everybody. As you all know, every day is a special day in the United States. We celebrate something every day. Everything is worth celebrating. So, what is today's special day? It's delicious, I'll tell you that. Happy National Peanut Brittle Day. It's true. Today is National Peanut Brittle Day. What is peanut brittle, you ask? It's buttery, it's salty, it's crunchy, it's nutty, and it's delicious. It's a candy that we make here in the United States. It's very popular, especially in summertime. When we go to our summer fairs, we like to eat peanut brittle. It's basically peanuts entombed in melted and rehardened sugar. But it's so delicious. Where did it come from? How did we get peanut brittle here in the United States? Nobody knows. Yeah, we love it. We eat it every year, but nobody knows how it came here. There are some theories. One theory is that there was a woman back in 1890 who was trying to make a totally different kind of candy called taffy. But she used the wrong ingredients. She was supposed to use cream of tartar and accidentally put in baking soda, thus creating peanut brittle. Yes! My stepfather, Richard, he loves the peanut brittle. Today is his day. Today is a day for him. One other theory is that peanut brittle was brought to the Americas by Irish immigrants. They brought the candy with them when they moved here to the United States. That's a possibility as well. But it doesn't matter where it came from, as long as we have it now. If you love peanut butter, you better call your dentist. It is true. It will, not might, not could, it will get stuck in your teeth. Have a toothbrush handy. Here's the last bit, and this is the best bit. Peanut brittle is so simple. You can make it in your microwave. It's true. It's true. All you need is sugar, baking soda, salt, butter, and peanuts. Happy National Peanut Brittle Day, everybody. We have some birthdays today. We have some birthdays to celebrate. We've got some pretty good ones. Happy birthday to Cora Baird. Now, I didn't know her name. I don't know if anyone out there knows her name, but you know what she did. She's an American puppeteer. She created and performed Kukla, Fran, and Ollie, an important puppet trio here in the United States and early television stars. Happy birthday to Cora Baird. Oh my goodness, here's a really good one. Why is this person not the special birthday of the day? I don't know, but happy birthday to actor Paul Newman, born on this day in 1925. Paul Newman is, of course, a great actor. He was in the movie Hud. He was in the movie Hombre. He was in the movie The Hustler. He was in one of my favorite non-Star Wars movies, The Sting. He was in Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. So many more movies. But he's also a race car driver. He raced cars back in the 70s. He's also a philanthropist, founding a company called Newman's Own, which makes all sorts of goods, from salad dressing to spaghetti sauce to peanut brittle. And all the proceeds from those products go to charity. Happy birthday, and thank you, Mr. Paul Newman. For all of you sports fans out there, you might know this birthday. Happy birthday to Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker. If you don't see him, it's because he's down in the front row. Born on this date in 1935, Bob Uecker was a catcher in baseball. Unfortunately, he was pretty bad with a career batting average of 200. 14 runs batted in. He was not a great baseball player, but he made a career for himself by being self-effacing and self-aware of his baseball shortcomings. He went on to become an actor, being popular in many TV commercials and starring in the TV show Mr. Belvedere, which was about Mr. Belvedere, but it starred Bob Uecker. Happy birthday to Mr. Gene Siskel. Born on this date in 1946, Gene Siskel is an American film critic, one half of Siskel and Ebert, and one half of the team that gave us 2 thumbs up. Happy birthday, Gene Siskel. Happy birthday to Ellen DeGeneres, American comedian and talk show host. Ellen DeGeneres was born on this date in 1958. But I would like to wish a very special... Oh, hey, Nemo, good to see you, sir. Happy National Peanut Brittle Day. I want to wish a very special birthday to a very special musician who entertained me in my childhood and teen years. Happy birthday to Mr. Eddie Van Halen, born on this date in 1955. Of course, he is known for the rock group Van Halen. Such songs as You Really Got Me and Jump. And my favorite, Why Can't This Be Love? Eddie Van Halen left us. He died just last year, 2020, that sucky, sucky year. But we still remember him today. Happy birthday, Eddie Van Halen. If you have a birthday coming up, hey, Hassan, good to see you, sir. If you have a birthday coming up, or if you know of someone who has a birthday coming up, please let me know. I will announce their birthday right here in the show. They will become internet famous, which of course is the greatest kind of famous there is. But I happen to know you are not here to celebrate birthdays. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. Eddie Van Halen did the guitar solo in the song "Beat It" by Michael Jackson. That's true. I forgot about that. Hassan, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy and healthy. I hope you're healthy and safe, above all else. You folks are here because you want me to teach you the word of the day. And my friends, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you a word that you can use in your English-speaking life. And I hope that this is a word that you can use all over the world. All over the world? Is that a hint? Is that a clue? Is that information that could help us determine what our word of the day is? Why, yes, it is. Because our word of the day today is an adjective. And it's an adjective I have never used in my life. Never, not once. But I learned this word this morning, and I love it. And I'm going to try to use it more and more and more. It's a great word. Our word of the day today is Tellurian. Tellurian. Let's spell that first. Tellurian. Tellurian. This was the very first time I have said this word out loud. You heard me say the word Tellurian. First time. Mark it in your calendars, everybody. Tellurian. Any living thing, plant or animal, that comes from Earth. Yeah, I'm Tellurian, you're Tellurian, my dogs are Tellurian, my houseplants, totally Tellurian. Anything that comes from the planet Earth, we can say it is Tellurian. It's a great adjective. Other words that we use, you can say Terran, Terran. Terran is a good word that we can use to talk about any life from Earth. And earthling. That was the first one I had learned. Earthling. Any animal or plant, any living thing from Earth is an earthling or Tellurian. Yeah, it does sound a little bit Star Trekian. It has that techno-babble feel to it, I agree. But there we have it, Tellurian. Here's a sentence for you. Even if humans move to a different planet, we will always remember our Tellurian origins. Tellurian. We'll remember that we're from Earth. Pretty easy, huh? Here's one more. Here's one more for you. We need to take care of our planet, not just for ourselves, but for all Tellurian survival. Tellurian. Any living thing from the planet Earth. That's our word of the day. Tellurian. Do you have a sentence using our word of the day? If you do, please share that sentence. I want to see it. I want to read it. I want to speak it to the world. You write your sentence here, right here in the comment section. I will read it to the world and you will become internet famous. For example, greetings, Tellurian. Take me to your... Let me do that in the... I didn't read it in the proper voice. Let me start over. I'll do it in the proper voice. Greetings, Tellurian. Take me to your leader. Yeah, that's something a non-Tellurian might say. Anybody else? Do you have a sentence using our word of the day, Tellurian, any living thing from the planet Earth? If you do, go ahead, write it there. I'll read it to the world. You'll be internet famous. Let's see, what kind of news do we have to share today? It's official! California is no longer on lockdown. The state of California has lifted the stay-at-home order for the entire state. This is good news. This is good news. For example, the San Diego Zoo and the San Diego Safari Park will both reopen this coming Saturday. Isn't that great? San Diego's reopening. We're getting back into business. Now, of course, the goal at this point is to stay open, is to stay off of lockdown, is to do the things we have to do so that we can continue to enjoy the beautiful cities that California has to offer. And of course, to do that, we have to do those things we know about. Wash our hands. 30 seconds at a pop. Wear your mask. If you go out your front door, put your mask on. Even if you're outside with your mask, social distance, 6 feet, 2 meters, that's what we want. And of course, when you can, get your vaccine. I plan to get my vaccine as fast as I can. Right now, vaccines are available in California to anyone who is 65 years or older. So, I'm not quite 65 yet. No, I'm not even close to 65 yet, people. But when it gets to be my turn, I'm definitely planning on getting my vaccine. In San Diego, we had 1,400 more cases of coronavirus yesterday, but we had 0 deaths from coronavirus yesterday. That's good news. Because we had so few deaths, our hospital beds are opening back up, and that is, of course, the reason why we're able to open our state back up. How about you guys? How about your countries, your states, your cities, your prefectures, your cantons? Are you guys opening up? Are you guys on lockdown? How are your places doing? I sincerely want to know. Let's see. Today is Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm going to make some tacos tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Just beef tacos for me. I was going to make shrimp tacos, but I'm going to save my shrimp for something else. Rumor is hairdressers will be vaccinated soon. Oh, that would be good. Hairdressers. I'd like to see grocery store workers get vaccinated soon. Yeah, I'd like to see restaurant workers vaccinated as well. I guess I'd really like to see delivery people vaccinated because I've seen them a lot. There's lots of people who should be in this line. There are even some people I would give up my place in line for. That's what I got. Yeah. Not much going on in the world of politics. President Trump has been impeached by the House. The House of Representatives sent the one article of impeachment to the Senate, and the Senate is most likely not going to convict. So I'm not really paying attention to that. I'm future focused. It's true. Let Orange Man do what he wants. I'm sure that there's some prosecutor somewhere who's going to press charges. But right now, I've got other things. Better things to think about. We're having some weird and wacky weather here in all of the United States, I want to say. My parents live in Arizona, and my mom sent me a picture yesterday of snow. Snow in Arizona, just 20 minutes outside of Phoenix. It's not supposed to happen, but it did. To be honest, my mom sent the picture saying there's snow, but really it was just a little strip of white by her wall. But we'll count that, Mom. That's snow. That's Arizona snow. Let's see what else. We got snow on the East Coast. Here in San Diego yesterday, we had rain and cold and clouds, but most of all, we had wind. We had a lot of wind. Yesterday, we had gusts of wind up to about 60 miles an hour. Hold on one quick second. Alexa, volume 7. Alexa, 60 miles an hour in kilometers.
60 miles per hour is about 97 kilometers per hour.
We had winds going 97 kilometers here in California yesterday, right here in San Diego, right down my street. I was afraid my trash can was going to blow away. I saw a girl and a dog bicycling in the sky. It was crazy. It was very windy yesterday. And that inspired me, my friends, for our vocabulary lesson today, to learn some words related to wind. Yeah, hey, William, good to see you, sir. Yes, 97 kilometers, almost 100 kilometers. Sounds faster than just 60 miles an hour. Although it doesn't really. Today we're going to learn words related to wind, and we're going to start with my favorite wind word because it belongs to, or rather, I learned it from a story about Winnie the Pooh. Everybody's favorite little bear, Winnie the Pooh, loves honey. He loves honey so much, sometimes he disguises himself as a rain cloud in order to steal honey from bees. That happened in a story called Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. B-L-U-S-T-E-R-Y. Blustery is a great word, and we use it to talk about high winds. Very windy day. Yesterday was so blustery. My mom's asking, did the wind mess up my yard? No, it didn't mess up my yard because I read the news. I knew it was going to be a blustery day, and so I prepped. I went out, I put away all the stuff that could get destroyed or blown away. I'm sure there's still something I have to clean up. I haven't been out there since the wind started. It's too cold. Blustery. Blustery is an adjective, and it describes lots of wind. A high wind situation. We're getting a request. Let's see. I'm just a little black rain cloud hovering over the honey tree. I'm just a little black rain cloud. Pay no attention to me. Everyone knows that a rain cloud doesn't like honey. No, not a bit. We just float in the ground, hovering round, wondering when we will drip. Drip. I have to say, I wasn't planning to do that. I'm a little surprised I remembered as much as I did. Blustery day. And the opposite of blustery is a breeze. Breeze. B-R-E-E-Z-E. Breeze is a gentle blowing wind. When you're flying a kite in the air, you don't want it to be blustery. You just want a nice breeze. Flurry. F-L-U-R-R-Y. Flurry describes a wind that blows things around. Often we think about a flurry with snow. When there's snow and the wind just blows all that snow around, we say that is a flurry, a snow flurry. Something else that often flurries are leaves. When the wind blows lots of leaves around, we say that it is a flurry. F-L-U-R-R-Y, noun. Tellurians enjoy a gentle summer breeze. It is true. It is true. Oh, most of us earthlings do. Maybe not the fish. They're tellurians, but they don't like breezes at all. Fish hate breezes, I've been told. Gale. G-A-L-E. Gale. Gale is a great word. It's a noun. It's a strong wind. It's a very strong wind. Very strong wind. Gale. G-A-L-E. But here's the thing I learned today. When we use the word gale, it's supposed to be in a nautical or ocean-going situation. We use gale to describe high winds at sea. We wouldn't use gale, really, to describe winds on land. I learned something today. That makes today a great day. A synonym for gale, but not necessarily specific to oceans, would be gust. A gust of wind would be one instance of high velocity wind. If you're just walking around and the wind is normal, and when all of a sudden there's high wind and then it dies down again, we would say that that was a gust, a sudden instance of high winds. I think my house has a draft. Draft is when a little bit of air can enter a building, maybe through a crack, maybe through a window that's been opened a little bit, or through a space under a door. That's where my draft is coming from. Draft. Now here's the interesting thing about the word draft. A little bit of wind or air, cold, coming into a room. There's two ways to spell it. I found two ways to spell draft. D-R-A-F-T and D-R-A-U-G-H-T. And they're both correct, and they're spelled differently, but they're pronounced the same way, draft. Just like draft beer can be spelled both ways. I believe one is American spelling, D-R-A-F-T, and one is British, D-R-A-U-G-H-T, but I was not able to find confirmation on that. But that is my belief. Draft. Air or wind coming into a house, into a room. Squall is a great word. Squall, S-Q-U-A-L-L. A squall is a sudden gust of wind. We talked about gust already. Gust is a sudden occurrence of high wind. My brother is a race car driver, and they draft each other. Yes, vehicles can draft. They drive or ride very close behind each other to reduce drag. Race cars do that. Bicyclists do that as well. Squall is a sudden gust of wind with rain. There's usually rain with a squall. There's a great word, windswept. It's an adjective. Windswept describes a location, a place that is very messy. A place that is messy, dirty, disorganized because the wind blew everything around. My mom was asking me about my backyard with the winds here in San Diego. Really, she was asking, has my backyard become windswept? And fortunately, the answer is no. Windswept, W-I-N-D, the S-W-E-P-T. One more time. W-I-N-D-S-W-E-P-T, windswept. Windswept hair, William, yes. Yeah, not me so much. But yes, hair is often windswept. Last thing I want to talk about cyclones. A cyclone is the word we use for a storm with winds that go in a circle. Any storm that has winds that move in a circle is called a cyclone. There are different kinds of cyclones. One type of cyclone is called a tornado. Tornadoes are very common here in the United States. A lot of my students are familiar with tornadoes from the news, although apparently the United States, the Americas, are one of the few places in the world that actually get real tornadoes. I didn't know that before. Tornadoes are relatively small. They affect a city block. They affect a couple of kilometers. They're a cyclonic storm. They're a cyclone, but relatively small. There are three other types of cyclonic storms that are much bigger, like on the scale of hundreds of kilometers. And those three storms are hurricanes, typhoons, and monsoons. These are all giant storms, hundreds of miles across. Not like just a couple kilometers of effect, like a tornado. Hundreds of miles of effect. The difference between hurricanes, typhoons, and monsoons are where they occur. And that's it. They're the same kind of storm, but with three different names. Hurricanes always start in the Atlantic Ocean. If you have a giant cyclonic storm that starts in the Atlantic, it's called a hurricane. Oh, I have a sentence here. She moves her body like a cyclone. Hiya, Aya! It was a great pop song. I don't think I know that pop song. I don't think I do. Good to see you today, Aya. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you are healthy. That's the big thing. Today we're learning vocabulary for wind. Words for winds. Right now we're talking about hurricanes, typhoons, and monsoons. These are all giant cyclonic storms. Hurricanes always start in the Atlantic Ocean. If you have a giant cyclonic storm that starts in the Atlantic Ocean, it's called a hurricane. If you have a giant cyclonic storm that starts in the Pacific Ocean, it has a different name. It's called a typhoon. Yeah. San Diego, California doesn't get a lot of typhoons, but I know in the Western Pacific, in Asia, they do get typhoons. A monsoon. Oh, let me spell typhoon for us. Let me spell these all. Let's start with hurricane. H-U-R-R-I-C-A-N-E. Hurricane. Typhoon. T-Y-P-H-O-O-N-S. O-O-N. Typhoon. Add the S, it becomes plural. And monsoon. The last cyclonic storm is a monsoon. M-O-N-S-O-O-N. A monsoon is a cyclonic storm that starts in the Indian Ocean. Same phenomenon. Exact same phenomenon. But the name changes based on where the storm starts. Blustery, breeze, flurry, gale, gust, draft, squall, windswept, and the types of cyclones, tornadoes, hurricanes, typhoons, and monsoons. That is my show. Did we learn? I learned today. This was great. I learned. I love when I learn. One of my favorite things is learning. We're going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're going to do this all again. We're going to have fun. I'll teach more vocabulary. We'll learn more about U.S. news and culture. We'll learn another word of the day. We'll learn more birthdays. And we'll learn what the new national day is. I think that's going to be a really good one tomorrow. Thursday is Student Appreciation Day. I have a student who's going to come and join us. Tell us how she has been using her English. Friday Fun Day is, of course, going to be our time spent with Mr. William and his wild world of sports. I am so glad you guys came today. Thank you for joining me as always. I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and all of this week. Please remember, you are a great class. My name is Chris. I love you all. Go away.